Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Hey everybody, hi, hello, it's me, Zach, and we have a lot to get into because Rosie's putting the fire under my ass to get me over here covering her again. Because this past weekend, it's Wednesday, so me saying this weekend might sound confusing, but this past weekend, Rosie went live. The live stream was titled, "We Need to Talk, ... And all kinds of nonsense and chaos and drama came out of it. Rosie brought a lot of attention. From what I understand, I haven't watched a single lick of it, but from what I understand, there's seemingly something that happened with Rosie, Remy, and maybe Remy's mom. It sounds like people are meddling in her personal life. I think, as you all know, my feelings about meddling in people's personal lives when we're just trying to sit over here and watch our reality TV programs on the youtube.com, I'm kind of over it as a concept. Like, leave these people alone. Rosie's a big enough mess on her own. We're already getting to watch the mess anyways, as she is traveling to meet a stranger from the internet in Texas, several hours away from where she lives in Florida. There's already enough potential mess here that we don't need to be meddling in their personal life. But for the context of the story, of the plot, for continuity, I'm going to watch what Miss Rosie has to say here about this situation. And I should also say, not to beat a dead horse, but Rosie has been happy to involve herself in the lives of internet people that she follows in the past. She has commented, for instance, on posts from Tommy, who is Amberlynn Reed's, well, I don't even know, are they currently dating? I don't know the status on their relationship. At the time they were broken up. And in addition to that, she's gone out of her way to message with Amberlynn. She has spent many months, many years posting in people's subreddits, doing recaps of their content. She has spent time in a subreddit about me. Dissecting things about my life, investigating people she feels may or may not be dating my ex-partner, okay? So Rosie is somebody herself who is also maybe never personally contacted folks, but has spent a lot of time involving herself in very personal aspects of people's offline lives, all right? So I certainly think there are some lines there, and I certainly, in the past have really spoken out in defense of Rosie, in particular, this past December on her brother's birthday, when somebody emailed her something very over the lines, like definitely crossed the line, and that person had a history of crossing the line with Rosie in her personal life. So don't get it twisted. I don't want that shit to happen to my worst enemies. And also, I think context is so important, and understanding the ways that Rosie has towed the lines of like involving herself into people's personal lives is also out there. Does that make sense? All right. So in no way condoning people getting involved in her life personally, contacting people in her personal life, etc. And also, right? Let me just gesture generally, okay? The other thing, the reason that she's got a fire under my ass is that I've been thinking about filming this all day. I had like a doctor's appointment and things like that this morning, so I don't know, moving kind of slowly. And then I saw right now, as I'm filming this, she is quite literally live in Texas. And the live is called "We're Officially Official. Get Ready with Me." So here we are. She's out and about. Well, I don't even know if Remy's in it. I haven't watched any of that yet, obviously, because I'm here filming this instead. But I did want to get caught up because I imagine I might have something to say about that tomorrow, because I have been looking forward to her being in Texas, and I do want to see what's up with that. The other thing, okay, oh my god, 5 minutes, Zach, lock in, Zach. The other thing is I just have her stream opened up, And in the chat, seemingly before the stream actually starts, you can see her having a conversation with some people. And she puts out just a general preface that said, unfortunately, this is a more serious / bombshell of a live today, folks. Just a heads up. See you all in 8 minutes. And then she responds to somebody who said, I can't believe they did this. And she says, who's so the they who's so the they you are referring to? And then clarifies who is the they. Okay. Oh my gosh, pronouns are so hard, you guys. I'm just kidding. It's just the way she worded things that was confusing. And then somebody said, oh my gosh, I was hoping it was just clickbait. And she said, I clickbaited once, never again, LOL. The person who was saying that somebody did something to her was trying to clarify who they was and said, oh, their name is blocked. They are a real freak. And then she said, got it. Did he publish something new recently? And she said, if so, please email me the evidence, quirkyloverosie@gmail.com. All right, so she's looking for tips. You got info? Send them to Miss Rosie. Send them to her email. Send them to her people. Follow up with her people. Her people just being her and her, just her. All right. So I've heard the live stream is 41 minutes. I've been told by my trusty moderators that potentially I don't need to watch all 41 minutes. In fact, I think somebody said that I could end at like 23 minutes in if I wanted to, because otherwise she starts to get just like a little bit repetitive. I also just want to say I have her on 1.25 speed because she talks a little slowly, which is fine. Which is okay. So, let me shut the fuck up and let's get to, shall we?
I'm waiting for people to get in.
Okay, alright.
We have a lot to talk about. So, wait a minute.
Oh wait, I was gonna say, is she having one of her goodies packets? But I think that's some kind of drink mix. I'm drinking a strawberry sparkling Aldi water. A pure aqua strawberry sparkling water. This, if y'all know, you know. She's been with me a long time on this channel. I love her. She's my girl.
People to get in. There's going to be 2 prongs to this conversation. No, I'm not cooking today. This is not a normal live, unfortunately. First part of the live is going to be a little lighter. We're going to be discussing like kind of just the end of my live yesterday, what happened, and I'm just going to touch on that briefly. I just feel like I'd like to get
She had a live the day before this? Did I miss that? Oh, prepping homemade frozen sweet potato fries. She did. I don't know what happened in that. So I'm gonna be a little uninformed, but I'm sure we'll make it. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Closure on that.
Closure.
Part of things.
Okay.
But I have something really serious to discuss. It's kind of a bombshell that I don't want to bring to the internet. But I have to.
I don't want to bring it to the internet, but I have to. Something tells me you don't have to do anything. Something tells me you don't have to do anything.
And Remy is here with me on voice chat. I mean, he's talking at some point. Hi. However,
why does he have to be here? This girly loves to say, I'm nothing like the girls. I'm nothing like Chantal. I'm nothing like Amberlynn. I'm nothing like the girls. Is this not giving you the vibes of Amberlynn having to have somebody sit on FaceTime with her while she live streams? Like, is that not the vibes and the energy? She can't do this alone?
Already getting teary-eyed. Cool. All right. Anyway, I'm just anxious. Oh, speaking of. And honestly, the only reason I'm anxious is I don't want to talk about this.
She's so dramatic. I'm already getting teary-eyed. I'm already anxious. Oh, speaking of, let me pop this pill real quick. Dramatics. Listen, I live for the drama. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm tuned in.
And I don't want to give this the attention I'm so grateful for the outcome. I'm grateful for the outcome.
Yeah.
For where we've landed on it, but okay.
I'm sorry. I really don't want to. People sometimes think that I'm too tough on Rosie, which is just interesting to me. I think it's maybe because Rosie is a bit of a newer character to the channel, to Girl World, etc. But she's not new to me. Okay. So the theatrics, I've seen it before. All right, I've watched enough content from Rosie. I've seen these theatrics before. For her to go from, oh, I'm so anxious to, but the outcome, I don't want to do this, but I'm happy with the outcome. Like, all right, Diva.
I think I'm gonna start talking. Or what were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, you should talk about the, the live that happened yesterday.
Yeah, the lighter stuff first. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you guys so much. Hello to everyone in the chat. I see a lot of my regulars here. Love you guys the most. Thank you for being here. Really quick, I'm gonna just touch on yesterday first because again, I just want to knock that out of the way. I don't want to talk about that once I'm in Texas. So basically, yesterday, I did not realize just how significant my body pain was from like sleeping wrong. On top of like several other factors, when I started using that 2-blunt knife, putting so much pressure on my arms, like by the time I was done cutting up the sweet potato fries, I had a really rough night last night, to be honest. Even after I ended up taking THC and the goodies powder and like doing everything I could and resting it, I had a really rough night. But I did eventually sleep and sleep pretty good. And I'm better now. I'm still in pain, to be honest with you, but that's always happening, so whatever. But I didn't want you guys to like worry too much. I wasn't gonna go live today, to be honest. I really am behind. I'm very stressed out because I will not be live for a while after today. I have to say that, unfortunately.
Well, that's just not true. This was just from this past weekend. This was three days ago. You did this, and you're live right now in real time, March 11th at 1:21 p.m. Chicago time. So.
I have to go dark tomorrow, so,
I have to go dark? I have to go dark tomorrow? Girl, you're live right now. You're live right now.
Because I have a lot I need to do to prep for this trip. And I might need... Yeah. And... starting at the end of January, behind the scenes, both Remy and I have been harassed frequently. I've received a DM from someone on Instagram claiming to be an ex-girlfriend of his that doesn't exist and making these wild claims and then cussing me out and calling me the R slur and all these things. There's been someone who has contacted me and Remy on multiple Reddit accounts. There was someone who...
well, girl, get off of Reddit, first of all, Diva. I thought we were off of the Reddit. Second of all, the thing that's interesting about Rosie is I do sometimes wonder if she realizes she doesn't have to respond to every single person that sends her something, you know? I don't doubt that she's being harassed. I really don't. I wonder if she's realized that she probably needs to use... or develop, maybe. She needs to develop some level of discernment about what kinds of things to take seriously and what not to. And it is tough. I will give her that. Like, especially, you know, if people are saying, like, really cruel, rude things. But, like, why are we just trusting anything that somebody on the internet sends you? And I say that because in the past, she's literally mentioned before, like, oh, I got this email, and I don't know if it was somebody who was being sincere or just trying to troll me. She says things like that a lot.
Figured these things out because we had followed each other on Spotify. That was the one mistake we made.
Yep. I've had to go back and like readjust like all of my privacy settings because it seems like
the one mistake we made was that we followed each other on Spotify. had nothing to do with the fact that you shared all kinds of stuff about him outside of that on the internet. I just don't understand how Rosie didn't learn. She shared less about Jeff/Blue Bear, if y'all remember that, and people found him. People found him with less information than what we had about Remy. I'm not saying that's okay. I'm not saying that people should do that, but I'm just saying, like, she gave so much information about this man, all while proclaiming that she fully, like, you know, was being so reserved about him, like, keeping so much to herself. Listen, again, this is in no way saying that she deserves for people to be prying into her personal life. And also,
you know, people can't seem to leave us alone, and I feel like my privacy has been invaded. I do not feel good about it. I'm actually very upset about it. You know, there's a lot that Rosie has talked about, you know, between her and me, and, you know, there is a lot that we don't say online for our own protection.
And also, like, I guess I'll just say this, like, the intimacy of our relationship isn't for the internet.
Right. Like
the intimacy of our relationship isn't for the internet, but I did have him come onto a live stream once and sit and play piano while I wrote poetry about him and about others, and wrote a philosophy paper that was in ABA format so that I could give it to him.
It's nobody's business, and the fact that people are so committed to trying to actively destroy what we have for each other and trying to get us to break up or whatever, it's...
While we're so new. Crazy.
Right.
Like, we're figuring it out as we go.
I listen, agreed. I think it's crazy that people are meddling. I just want to remind you, though, that this is a woman that had plenty to say, which, granted, I shared about my breakup. Fair enough. Talk about it to whatever extent you want to. As long as you're talking about things that actually happened and you're not making bullshit up. Okay, of course. But, like, this is a woman who did speculate about things that were happening in my relationship, in my breakup, etc. on a subreddit about me. Just so we're on the same page. And now she's mad. Again, not saying it's okay. I'm just saying, like, Rosie spent a lot of time fucking around, and now she's finding out about what happens on the internet, okay? She had a lot of this level of heat to give to people. Mind you, she was DMing Amber Lynn saying, it is not safe for you to be with Tommy. Tommy is a death feeder. You should not date this woman, okay? She said over here upset people trying to break up her and Remy, as if she wasn't trying to keep Amber Lynn from getting with that feeder. Which, fair enough, maybe Amber Lynn shouldn't have ever gotten into bed with that feeder. Don't disagree. I'm not sitting there sending Amber Lynn personal DMs about it.
And
guys, it is not cool.
Yeah, it's called loser behavior, actually.
Oh, you would know about that, Rosie.
You know,
there's a lot more to share on why we're talking about this today, but I'll get to that in a minute. Go ahead.
Well, let's get to it.
You know, I don't... And this is directed more towards, like, you know...
Not my audience.
The troll... Yeah, the trolls, haters, whatever, but, like, you know...
Uh-huh.
Like, I wouldn't do that to y'all. You know?
Rosie potentially would, though. I don't know anything about you, Remy.
Y'all maybe have found someone that y'all loved. How would you like it if I invaded your privacy?
Yeah, so...
Like...
I know, it's a lot, but,
not cool, guys.
Yeah, it's Rosie, it's really not cool to comment on random strangers from Chicago and you dig up their Instagram profiles and speculate that they might be dating somebody that just happened to have previously been in a relationship with a YouTuber that you no longer like on the internet. Does that sound like loser behavior, Rosie? I'm just curious.
I know. But, yeah, so I wanted to continue because there's a reason I'm doing this today and doing this before the trip, because I have a feeling, knowing what I know now, that there's something being coordinated to launch against us when I'm in Texas. Because I was not aware, about a month ago, this person,
Something's being coordinated against you while you're in Texas? She must not be too worried because she's live in Texas right now.
out to, or this one of these people, because I have a feeling this is probably like a small group of people on Discord doing this, based on what I know. But this person not only reached out to Remy, but they found his mom. Give me a second. Just let me finish talking. I just need to
Also, just like a heads up, if anybody's ever wanting to be some kind of social media public figure, anything like that, okay? I don't understand why she's confirming that anybody actually got in contact with Remy's mom. Like, that's giving them, and this is just like practical advice I'm giving Rosie and giving anybody else who has aspirations of this kind of a thing, okay? Don't confirm that it happened. And you might be like, well, Zach, didn't you just confirm? No, I don't even know that guy. I don't know the guy that Rosie was talking about in this subreddit. I don't know that guy. I don't know if he is or isn't in a relationship with my ex. I haven't talked to my ex in over a year at this point, okay? But what I'm saying is in this situation, she seems to be saying, yeah, somebody actually got in touch with Remy's mom. Those people might not have even known that was actually Remy's mom. Those people might have known it was Remy's mom and they were waiting to get some kind of reaction out of you. And either way, you've now confirmed that it was Remy's mom and given them the reaction and attention they wanted, which means that they will try again. They will try again. And this is just my experience from personal experience of times in the past when people tried to meddle in my life. Y'all haven't heard about a lot of those things because I follow my own advice. Right? Y'all haven't heard about them, nor are you going to hear about them now because I follow my own advice. You see how that works?
So, Remy and I were talking today, and we were just talking about plans and stuff, and he was talking to his mom, and we were just talking about things, and she said something, and we kind of were like a little confused about it, and that's when we found out that back about a month ago, she started talking to this person, and thankfully, he gets his intelligence from his mother. Because she knew out the gate something was wrong. And she pretended to be nice to this person.
Uh-huh.
She saw through it immediately. This person was either pretending to be like a 21-year-old college student and making up a fake backstory that was really elaborate and way too much oversharing, or they were actually doing that. Who knows with Orwell Charles, honestly. But she knew immediately something was weird and wrong because they were trying to turn her against me. They sent links to reaction channels. They sent screenshots of pictures that used to be on my Instagram that are no longer on there because they're very, very risque and I'm no longer like that. And they sent those to her. Thankfully, it wasn't fully X-rated content, but they sent those images to her to try to get her to make fun of me. They sent her some lies, some crazy half-baked truths. And instead of her taking the bait, she looked me up and she watched my lives directly. She looked into my TikTok and she looked into my content and she told us what she thought of me. She thought she really liked me. She thinks that I'm a good person and that and that she loves how I glow when I talk about her son. And
I have a lot of thoughts. That's a lot to take in. First, I think here's the deal, and this is how I feel about the Matilda video. This is how I feel about a lot of Rosie's previous content. Is like I think it is clear that Rosie has opted to walk away from that lifestyle, that experience, and while I do feel like she still makes feeder adjacent content by just like how much food she sits and consumes on live streams at any given time, like that is what her YouTube live stream content is just her eating a shit ton of food. I do think that the like intentional adult rated feeder content that she used to make, she's been trying to leave behind, and I think it's weirdly to continue to try to use that against her and weaponize it when it's something that she has been trying to put in her past. I think it still can be talked about as a concept of like who Rosie is today, because Rosie talks about that, right? Like Rosie talks about how that was a thing that she did in her life that has shaped who she is today. She, of course, even went on a podcast that seemingly Remy found her from where she was talking about said things, So, to that extent, like, I think it's fine to talk about it as a thing that she did once upon a time, but, like, to actually have these images that she's purposely taken down from the internet or clearly unhappy that they exist and things like that and try to weaponize it, that's weirdly to me. That's weirdly to me. The other half of this conversation where she's saying that Remy got his intelligence from his mother and that his mother went and watched all of these things about her and just had glowing reviews. I question I question if there was intelligence for Remy to get from his mother, because we all know at this point that Rosie has deleted so much content off of her channel. All right, she's deleted so much stuff off of her channel just so she can hope to get remonetized, which she did get remonetized. That just the brief glimpses of the things that you can find on Rosie's TikTok, on Rosie's YouTube channel as it stands, is probably not enough to make an assessment about whether or not Rosie is or isn't a good person. And I would even argue, honestly, that the risque pictures and stuff like that don't inherently make Rosie a bad person. I think there's tons of things that make me question who Rosie is as a person and her character and things like that. And pretty much none of those have to do with her shoving a cake in her face while she's naked, okay? Like, I'm just being honest from my perspective how I feel about that. So it is suspicious to me that Remy's mom allegedly just thinks she's so amazing and wonderful from watching Rosie's content and just knows that she's such a good person, because that's maybe that's not a sign of intelligence or lack thereof, but it certainly is a sign of being incredibly naive about how the internet works, and I just would not trust my child meeting this random woman from the internet and having said random woman come stay with him.
And she's still excited to meet me, so I'm gonna do something I probably... Yeah. I'm gonna say this. You fucking lost. You lost. Nice try. Honestly, took a lot of effort. You talked to her for a month? You fucking freak. I'm gonna speak to that person for 2 seconds. You're a fucking freak.
Yeah. Whoever that is, y'all, like...
Oh my god!
I don't want to beat a dead horse or anything, okay? I don't want to beat a dead horse, but again, this is why Remy's mom doesn't know other things that Rosie's done on the internet. But Rosie spent far longer than a month doing some weirdly shit on the internet, being weirdly parasocial with creators that she both liked and didn't like on the internet, okay? So miss me with that.
Freak! You're a freak! Oh my god! Holy shit!
I just, like, for me, it's just a matter of, like, yeah, I think this person is clearly weirdly. This person clearly has some issues. And yet I also don't think that Rosie realizes how similar maybe some of those issues might be to her own.
You literally can't do anything else. There's nothing better that you can do than to, like, invade my privacy and talk to my mom. Like, you're kidding.
And I want you to know you didn't win. She sees me for who I am.
You didn't win.
I see you for who you are, too, honey.
Thank you. So, yeah, I wanted to address this because I have a feeling that these conversations will eventually get leaked, and I want it to be known that when that does, she was pretending to befriend this person because she did not know the danger she was in.
She's smart.
She knew a little bit about me being on the internet.
She's
and that I had
intelligent.
haters and stuff. Like, she knew a little bit about it, but she didn't understand. Oh, hi! Honestly, that just made me cry, Rosie. I'm glad that turned out okay and she loves you, and I'm glad you get to meet her soon. God, I'm so glad. Hey, I know who you are. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
I just want it to be clear. Cool World is not going to intersect with my relationships with people. I'm not going to let it happen. Because
Not at all.
It seems like you already did. We're doing a 41-minute special live stream just to let people know. Do you get it? Like, it already has. It already has interfered with your relationship. And again, this person is clearly weirdly. The way to respond to these people is to not give them attention. This is, like, sincere advice I'm giving you. I don't want this to come across as, like, I'm blaming Rosie, because these people absolutely shouldn't be doing that. Like, I agree, these people are weirdly. It's just, like, also, girl, let's protect ourselves. Let's have some survival instincts on the internet. You've been around on the internet for a long time. That's not to say you should have to do that. Again, I want to be clear. Like, I shouldn't have to do these things either. People should just be not weird. Okay, but, like, I'm here to give you some survival tips so that you can make it through this, so that you can have whatever weirdo relationship you want to have with Remy.
it is what it is.
Not at all.
All they did was make you both closer, it seems. Clock that tea.
Clock that tea.
Me and Rosie love each other too much.
Love?
You know, to let other people's...
Did you see her face? Did you see her face? We love each other too much. Girl, y'all haven't even met. You haven't even breathed the same air. You haven't even smelled what Rosie smells like, diva. Like, what do you mean?
hateful opinions, like trying to get the best of us. Like, y'all's opinions only have as much value as we give them.
Yeah. Thank you, Farron.
Y'all can make up these stories. Y'all can make up these narratives.
Uh-huh.
Y'all can make all these assumptions.
You tell them, Remy.
In reality, y'all really do not know a lot. And y'all act like you do.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's crazy.
It really is crossing the line.
Y'all would rather believe your own assumptions about us than to, you know, see, like, how me and Rosie talk to each other and, like, you know...
Well, first of all, I have seen how you and Rosie talk to each other, and it's weirdly. I've heard. Y'all haven't been in the same room for me to actually observe what the two of you look like communicating with one another. But I've heard y'all talk on these little Discord calls, and it's weirdly. People
in the chat have said in the past that, like, you glow when you talk to me, and I see that too, and so does my mom. And I'm very proud of my mom for the way she handled that situation.
Yeah. She does, like I told her, like, if I knew what she knew, I would have done exactly what she did. It was, like, because she just didn't understand the little things she was saying, like, what that could do, you know, and it's just, it is what it is, and we've seen everything now, we know what's going on, and I when we were in the conference, because I had to meet her under these circumstances, and that sucks.
You haven't met her at all! This is a stranger that lives in a whole entire separate state from you.
It's something that I'm not going to be able to get back.
Yeah.
Also, just to be clear, I think it's probably good for his mom to be doing some research. I don't know if we know for sure how old Remy is, but she did say, Rosie said at some point, that he was at the lower end of, like, the age range that she found to be acceptable to be dating, okay? So I'm gonna guess he's somewhere in his maybe mid-20s. And yeah, I don't know. Kids these days are naive. Kids being like, he's a 20-year-old, he can figure it out, right? But like, young people are naive. I think a mom would be reasonable to want to know more information about the random lady her son has been talking to from the internet.
It's like,
But
I wasn't planning on my mom and Rosie to meet each other until he was already in Texas.
well, because originally we weren't even going to do that, but
Well, they still haven't met. They still haven't met.
situation changed. I don't want to get into that. But yeah,
it changed. It feels like we were forced into this situation.
Yeah, and I didn't want you guys to know any of this, but I have a very strong feeling that if I don't do this, this is going to be turned, like, I think the entire goal is, like, while I'm there, is to bring all this to light. I just had this really strong intuition feeling, and I decided to go with my gut and get ahead of it. Because if those things come out there, I just want them to be known that they're not.
I don't know if this was the move or not. I don't know if you can trust your gut respectfully. It feels like a bad idea.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat, Steampunk. So, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Do you think addressing it could make it worse? A concern for you? Honestly, I thought about that very heavily in Crisis, and I weighed the pros and cons, and I understand I'm taking a risk here, but it's either I've been silent about this shit for like a month and a half. About a month and a half, yeah. I've been dealing with this behind the scenes.
I think that's what you gotta keep doing, though, Diva. Deal with it behind the scenes. If his mom doesn't care, then the internet doesn't need to care, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the need to say something because I see it a lot with like what people have been talking about us. I love Rosie for who she is.
He keeps saying the word love, and that is just crazy to me. Crazy.
I love her for her personality.
Ooh. Listen. There's a lid for every pot. There's a lid for every pot. Let me not yuck his yum, but her personality? That's what we find to be so charming here.
I am with her because I find a lot of things about her that I'm attracted to on an emotional level.
Fascinating.
It is emotional. And no, this isn't me trying to troll. It's not me trying to, do anything. I love her for her. I am not a shallow person. Not the shallow person y'all make me out to be.
I'm not a shallow person. Why are we clarifying that? Sometimes when I hear people talk about their fat partners, and I hear them say I'm not a shallow person. And let me know if you agree or disagree. But does that not kind of say listen, I'm not a shallow person. I'll ignore the fact that she's fat. Is that not what you hear? That to me doesn't sound super encouraging. If somebody said that about me as their partner, I'd be like, girl, back the fuck up. You can be shallow. You can think I'm hot. And I'm saying that as somebody who does like a thick man, okay? I'm just being honest with you. And maybe that is shallow of me, but I don't know. Does that resonate? I also just want to say, this little, monologue he's going on, it feels like something I'm not actually supposed to be hearing or being a part of. Like, I feel like this is a conversation they need to be having in private, but since we're here, I will listen.
And quite honestly, I am offended that y'all would put me in that category. Rosie does deserve love just as much as anyone else does.
Sure.
She is a person.
Sure.
She is a human being with human feelings.
Okay.
Just like y'all are.
Oh, she's gonna cry.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so, thank you. I'm gonna just, yeah.
Right. I'll come down from my pedestal now, but I just felt.
This is still so new too, and it's like I feel like there's just been this constant push from really malicious people to try to force us to do things or say things or to get me to basically get me to stop making content, whatever.
Girl, nobody's gotta try to get you to stop making content. You didn't make content for like a month and a half. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And also, what I on a serious note, I just want to say, she said, this is all still so new. And I think she needs to really lean into that and listen to that when she says this. Like, she's doing all this dramatics and production on the internet right now about a relationship that's all of like 2 months old. Of a relationship that's all of 2 months old and with somebody she's never even met in person. She's doing all of this, giving all of this troll energy attention. And it's like, girl, this is new. This could all be gone tomorrow. How quickly did stuff with Colby end? Corby. How quickly did stuff with Jeff/Blue Bear end, It's just like, slow down, diva. Slow down. You could get to Texas. Well, she is in Texas now, but you could be there in Texas right now finding out you hate this man. And then you just did all of this whole performance for what?
And that's not gonna happen.
No, and another thing I want to say too is like the things that, because you have told people like what I've been doing for you, what I bought for you and everything.
Because I've been keeping it surface level. I haven't been sharing a lot of other stuff because I don't want that out there. Yeah. And that's like surface level stuff,
It's just surface level. It's surface level stuff, Like, I just came on to brag about having a man that was interested in me. It's very surface level.
I appreciate that. But I just want to say, like, this past week especially, I have been stressing out. I have been so excited. I've been so excited for her to come see me and, like, she won't be just a girl I talk to on the internet anymore. She will actually be with me in person.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why I'm doing these things and getting all these things for her is because I want her to enjoy her time here. I want her to feel comfortable because I love her. And that is the only reason. Because this is because I love her. I want her to be comfortable here, and I want us to have a good time. We're going to have a great time. It's going to be awesome. We're going to go out and do stuff, and, we're just going to chill together, and it's going to be great. And I'll be damned if someone is going to try and ruin that for us.
There's a lot of really sweet stories in the comments. I want to take a second to acknowledge that. I appreciate you guys sharing all of that.
Okay. Right.
No. I just want to. People are talking. I've been really focused. Obviously,
I've been really focused on you sitting over here, showering me with compliments. But also, just so you know, you better step it up because there's lots of sweet messages being said in the chat, and I'm totally focused on what you're saying. This is why I'm like, I don't feel like we're supposed to be here for this. We're not supposed to be here for this.
We're focused on this, but I just need you guys to. I need not my people. I need the others to get it. We're gonna figure this out together.
Okay.
Thank you, In Crisis. Appreciate you. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be live for. ultimately, we ended up having, how many hours did we even talk to your mom? We ended up,
There's a couple.
I mean, I think that, I'm just going to say this. People are really hyper-fixating on the whole buying furniture thing when it's like, I already said you were newer in your place and you were already needing to get stuff for your apartment. You just literally got things with my comfort in mind. Things you were already planning to buy anyway. So it's like, whatever. Just, get a hobby.
Get a hobby, except I did spend several hours on a live stream talking about all of these things and repeating it every single time I went live. But y'all should get a hobby. How dare you be entertained and amused by the things that I come onto my live stream and talk about. And girl, you did say that he was purposely getting a mattress that would be suitable to bigger bodies. So yeah, he has you in mind, and yeah, that's the point. Like people are just speculating, are you going to stay there longer than 2 weeks? Because why is he getting all this stuff just for you?
Even if I had never met Rosie, I probably would have gotten these things anyway, guys.
But you probably would have had maybe picked different items because you would have only been thinking about different things. But it doesn't. That's really what it boils down to. And it's like, again, it's just them like nitpicking shit, So I just.
It's also not a matter of nitpicking. Like she did purposely say like he's doing these things for me. Now she's downplaying it because she's realizing that people took that to mean like, oh, potentially Rosie might be moving in with him. She might be doing this, that, the other. Because Rosie put the emphasis on like, oh, he's so sweet. He did these things for me. But now she doesn't want to lean too much into that because, ooh, people are speculating things that might not be true.
We have a lot that we need to do. But I want to just add that we had, it's really unfortunate that, this is how I had to meet his mom, but she said really lovely things about me.
Oh, good.
And
she did?
Actually, it's really interesting. It's almost like this person did me a favor because she got the time to, she looked into me and she formed a real opinion of me based on my content, based on how I present myself in full context. He is so sweet, Natalie. And so...
We're unofficially official, guys.
You did say some things in this particular live, hun, that...
Hun.
Maybe other words could have been said.
It's hard to hide at this point, but,
Yeah, but, whatever. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But it is what it is.
I'm more than just a friend at this point.
Obviously. But we're just trying to keep it chill. Till later.
Sounds super chill. It sounds super chill.
Unfortunately, it's no longer just chill, but it is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, So I did feel it was overall in our best interest to just get ahead of this because they have no power. Pretty much, Lauren. So, new name. Stop it, girl.
New name in the chat said, "I can't wait to be a bridesmaid." Girl, at the rate we're going, at the rate we're fucking going, and it would be very Rosie to be like, well, my moderators are gonna be in my bridal party because otherwise, who else does she have? Levi? I guess that makes sense for Levi to be in our bridal party.
You know what, Sassy Pants? Hush your mouth. All right. Anyway. But,
I did say the L word a lot, didn't I?
You really did, and I don't think we had discussed that.
I don't know. I felt like it was pretty clear.
No, Annie, I'm not.
Yeah.
I
love.
I feel better. I think I said everything I needed to say.
I love.
Thank you for the super chat, Steve Punk Rock.
I think I have too. I mean, I think I just want to say that, I really, honestly, the thing is,
yeah, I know.
I just want to be left alone.
I know.
I haven't done anything. I'm innocent here. I've done nothing wrong, and y'all are, like, attacking me and trying to paint me out to be, like, this manipulative, abusive person, and, like...
It's not real.
That is not who I am. It's not.
It's not real.
Are people saying he's manipulative and abusive? That's not my take on it. I mean, I think at worst, like, I would just be worried for a woman to go meet a man from the internet that she'd never met in person. In general, like, I think there's always room to be nervous about that. But maybe I'm just not in the corner of girl world that is out here speculating that he's, like, manipulative, abusive, whatever. I have heard some theories that, like, oh, he could be trolling. And again, I think that just comes with some level of, like, survival instincts as a public figure on the internet. Like, you shouldn't just automatically trust that random man that reaches out to you has good intentions. But again, like, I mean, I know Rosie's history of being incredibly parasocial. Almost all of the relationships I know that she has with people outside of, like, her immediate family are ones that are online in nature. She seemingly has, like, very parasocial relationships that are one-sided with creators she follows, but then also seems to have some kind of close relationships with some of the people in her chat. Like, I just don't think she has the context of, like, a real-life in-person friendship these days.
Not real.
It's speculation.
That is a story that y'all have made up.
Y'all being a specific section of the internet. Hold on. Y'all being a very specific section of the internet. Continue. Sorry.
Yes. Sorry.
You're good.
Specify that, yeah. But just let us be happy. Let us be in love. Let us
be in love.
Things with each other.
Oh, she's so happy. She's got this man saying love. She got this man saying the love word.
Yeah.
Please stop trying to, like, destroy it.
They're not going to. It's okay. But anyway, I think,
You think I'm what?
I think it's...
I really wish that, you know, I hope those people that have been, like, attacking us or whatever, you know, I just want to say that I hope y'all find love too. I hope y'all find someone that can be there for y'all. I hope
that's why they're attacking you, is because they haven't found a soft, gentle love like this.
You know, someone will treat you with the love and respect that you deserve. And I'm sorry that you feel like you have to...
This, like, smug look on her face while her man tells off the internet. I'm living. I'm fucking living.
I have to say all these nasty things, because, like, it... Anyway, I
had people online try to destroy my relationship, and it was really sucky and felt traumatizing, honestly, but y'all will get through this. Thank you so much, Jen. Appreciate that.
Like, I want
Also,
everyone.
are these... Sorry, this is so unrelated, but I thought these chains hanging off of her glasses were, like, the old folks, like, oh, so I can take them off and hang them around my neck, but are they just dangly things hanging there? Alright, girl.
Because I believe that everyone deserves to be loved. Everyone deserves to be happy.
Even Rosie. I don't know. I know it's supposed to be intended to be sweet in nature, but if you think about it, it just sounds so wild. Everybody deserves to be loved, even somebody like Rosie. Even somebody like Rosie.
However they find that.
Yeah.
You know, even the people who are mean and quote-unquote toxic and, like...
oh, he's talking about the haters. Maybe he wasn't talking about Rosie. He's talking about the haters. Even haters deserve love.
You know, I have met people in my personal life that, you know, have also said nasty things to me and have also been toxic to me, but I still believe that, like, even though that they have done me wrong, I still hope that one day that they will find love and a way to be happy. Like, and just, not just, like, surface level happiness, but just
so
long-term,
true.
like, satisfaction, like, content.
This
that kind of happiness.
This is very, what's the subreddit that's like, I'm 14 and this is deep? That's what this is giving right now.
Yeah.
You know, even though I may not like that some of y'all have invaded my privacy and I've been saying all these weird, shitty things, at the end of the day, I want what's best for you as well. Because I'm a very
He's such a
loving
good person.
I don't like to hold grudges. I don't like to get pissed off. I really don't. It doesn't feel good. I don't like being upset.
I wanted to give Remy the platform to say what he needed to say also, because, like, guys, you contacted his mom?
That was a boundary that y'all crossed.
That's insane. You're insane for that. I genuinely believe that most of Gorwell will agree with that. I honestly do. Like, I think most people aren't going to co-sign this. I think most of people are going to be like, that's fucking creepy. And honestly, I think we all know who probably has a hand in this. Don't say the name, but I think we all know who probably has a hand in this. You know?
I mean, I again, just to clarify, to be clear, I think it's weirdly. There is enough nonsense about their relationship that they have made public for us to sit and have a hee-hee and a ha-ha over. Okay? You all don't need to go contact his family. God forbid his mom did not, like, opt into this, okay? His mom didn't sign up for her son to go out and date Rosie. All right, so leave them out of this. It's weird.
Because this is a level that, like, y'all don't even do this kind of like, just, oh my god, it's so creepy.
It's unnecessary.
It's so unnecessary.
And, like,
it's like they're trying. They're just trying to psychologically torment me. And then again, I'm not talking about every reaction channel. I'm not talking about the entirety of Girl World. It's this, like, little group of people that hide in the shadows of Girl World. You need to just, like, understand that what you're doing is not okay. And, like, talk your shit, man. Like, make fun of me, take your screenshots, do your edit, whatever, man. That's where I just apply the let them theory, you know? Like, I let go that control.
Let them. She read, like, the first page of the Let Them book. And now she's always enacting the let them theory. You know what's interesting is that on a stream recently, she counted to 5 and then, like, walked away from the situation because that was something she learned from the let them theory. That's what she should have done here. She should have counted to 5 and walked away from this before she decided that she was gonna get on here and start yapping and giving her boo a platform to talk about how much he loves her.
It's a part of my experience on the internet because I want to be here and I don't want to leave. Fine. I've been coping with that for a long time. I'm cool with that. This shit? Yo.
Okay, so Sassy Pants makes a good point. It's that a group of people probably isn't in this chat right now, so let's focus on the people who love and support.
Say that.
I agree.
Yeah, because some topics are blocked.
Say that, though. Say that. Sorry.
Well, yeah, but I also want to address the people who do support us and support you specifically, but I really appreciate, like, everyone's support in this, and you know,
she wants to say something so bad
that y'all say in the chat, and, like, you know,
that's why I go out of my way to thank you guys, like, my supporters all the time. I really make a conscious effort to do that because I am so thankful for y'all. But that doesn't mean I can't talk about the negatives and how they impact my real life. This goes outside of the internet. This is someone rolling around, like touching the fucking pail again, like rolling around in the mud, as you guys like to, as those people like to say, you know. I just saw something my dad said, and I want to remind people. They tried to reach out to me and told me a bunch of lies, and telling me a bunch of lies. But yeah, they were the most recently. Thank you for the super chat, but I don't want to give that person promo. Thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna remove it because I don't want that to stay there. But thank you for your super chat.
I do think we've surpassed the time in the stream that my mod told me that I didn't have to watch through, and we have been going for over an hour now. I imagine at this point there's nothing new she's gonna add to the conversation, so we're gonna wrap it up there. Again, I just want to reiterate, just so it's very loud and clear over here, that I do agree that behavior is weirdly. And certainly, like, it is not Rosie's fault that people on the internet are weirdly. I do hope she starts using some level of, like, survival skills to get through it. You know, even in just yesterday, watching Chantal get into the car with a random beezer that she met that day, I don't think it was until after I even fully uploaded that video that I started to realize, wow, she was just really trusting that this person had her best interests in mind. Like, that could have been literally anybody. And like, I've met people who said they watch my channel before on the streets, but I've never gotten into a car with them. So I don't know. I sometimes wonder, I sometimes worry is maybe better that the girls have very little survival instincts, and Rosie seems to be doing just about anything to get this Discord dick. So, like I said, she's currently, while I'm filming this, she's been live on her channel in Texas. I will look and see if there's anything worthwhile covering in that, and maybe we'll be back tomorrow with some more Rosie content. But I did want to get caught up on this in particular, because I knew it would probably have an impact on whatever happened to her in Texas while she was there. I guess I do understand that, like, maybe she just didn't want this to come out while she was in Texas and to ruin her experience there. But I think regardless of when it came out, the probably better reaction to it would have been to give no reaction, at least publicly. Like, find somebody to talk about it with offline and keep it moving. But anyways, whatever. I'm here for Love Island, Texas, or whatever is about to happen in the next couple of weeks while she's there. I can't wait to see what happens with her and Remy. And that's all I got. That's all I got for today. So if you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had a lot of fun today. I hope you did too. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!